Hi everyone, my name is Rishad. Today is the 3rd of November 2024. I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Tesla. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. And then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this one in more detail. But before getting into the video, it is important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, since you may not be with mine. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the monthly charts. So we can see that from here, if we take it from here, there has been kind of a bearish trend for Tesla, and that is true. If we look at here, there was this downward wedge, and we have had an upward breakout, and we see that there is an upward trend now emerging, especially in the shorter term. We can see that the MACD is giving us a bullish signal. RSI is starting to peak up from here and even more accelerated from here. So we have bullish signals going through. What is concerning, however, is volume. Volume has been pretty much steadily declining throughout this whole uptrend, which is quite concerning, and it's definitely a weak uptrend since volume does not support this uptrend that we are seeing. So that is something to note. And this candle here has quite a long lower wick. So although, yeah, there was quite a strong bullish correction, I think 2 weeks ago when we go to the weekly charts, we will see this, that has pushed this up. But this was originally quite a bearish candle. So we have kind of a mixed start to the month, as we can see here. And we will cover this more in the weekly charts, as this is kind of we'll have a pretty broad trading range now that I have mentioned it. Basically, we can see that we had this huge, almost Marubozu candle, not a Marubozu, of course. And we broke this resistance here. However, after this series of candles, I figured this is another immediate resistance point that is quite useful since it's been touched quite a few times in the past, and it acts as an effective resistance. However, since the current spot price is at 248.99, 98, we will set the resistance here and the support here, since it's quite a large range, but we need to be sure, as Tesla recently, especially after the earnings, which boosted the stock tremendously, we do need some more surety as to where it's going. If it's going to resume that downward trend or it's going to continue in an upwards direction. Although the MACD is kind of signaling, it's still technically a bullish signal. However, we can see from the histogram that its intensity is wavering quite significantly. And we can see that this is not necessarily always true, that towards the end of the tails, but if this does continue to go down more, we may see a cross. And we do need to have a little bit more price action before we can confirm whether Tesla is going up or down. Daily charts, very similar. We can see quite volatile. We had a gap down here, kind of a trading range here, and then a huge gap up after earnings, which was the highest volume day in a long while. And after that, volume declined quite heavily along with price, and we can see this kind of tragic shift in the RSI as well. Similarly with the MACD, it's bottoming, it's peaking out. And we may, if the price continues downwards, we may see a crossover here or there, but that's all we have from the technical analysis. Now, last week we did have a profitable, well, 2 weeks ago, we did have a profitable trade. Feel free to look through these values. This week, we'll buy when it crosses 213. Sorry, let me check if this is correct. No, this isn't correct. It hasn't saved, so let me change this. We'll buy when it crosses 263.41, 63.41, and we will sell when it falls below 233.16. With a target of 2% and a trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither are hit, then we will close on Friday. The weekly trend is neutral and the monthly trend is neutral. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.